lovelies, it's Miss Lady Lace here on my Glamour channel with my next vintage beauty video where I'm going to be trying some makeup for the first time, and these makeup products are from Dafna Beauty, which came in this fabulous little bag here. As you can see, I have the makeup on and it looks truly fabulous, but I've had this makeup for about a week. I just haven't had time to film. I've been hanging out to try these products for the first time and I'm so unbelievably happy with them. Dafna Beauty is a new makeup company run by the fabulous pinup queen Dafna, and she produces the most opulent, pink, glamorous makeup items I have ever seen. As I mentioned, this is the first time I'm going to be trying them out, so I haven't played with them in any way yet. So this is my first look at these items and I will give my feedback to how I find them. With all of that said, let's get into today's video. Before today's video, I've put on a base of makeup. I've just left off the products I'm going to be using today. We'll be starting with the fabulous Dafna eyeliner, which is in this beautiful case here. It has this little top that peels off and the eyeliner is in here. I'm gonna keep a hold of that top so I can keep that on here to keep that nice and fresh. I'll be using Dafna's brush to apply this. And I'm also gonna try it with my Vamp stamp, which is an eyeliner stamp that stamps your eyeliner into place. And I use that on a daily basis, making my day so much quicker. As this is gel based, I'm gonna have to apply it quite quickly to this and then stick it into place. The stamp has applied quite lightly, but it does give me that base to follow when drawing my eyeliner, so it makes it a little bit easier still. I'm now going to go in and apply that eyeliner. This is the first time I'm using this product, so I'm super excited to see how we go. I've popped in that first line and it applied so smoothly. I'm really happy with this. With any gel, you want to make sure you apply that carefully on the end of the brush so you get that really fine application. With a lot of my makeup, I like to do one bit on one side and repeat that on the opposite side, so I'm getting that as symmetrical as possible. Alrighty, so I've just completely applied the eyeliner and I really love it. The gel is really easy to work with. If you are newer to vintage styling, I would say this is a really good product to start with, especially as you can really build it up and you can sketch with it a little bit more. It's definitely more forgiving than a liquid liner where if you put the streak in, then it's really hard to correct. We're now going to move on to our eyelashes, and I have one of the Poodle Collection lashes. This is in the Delight style. The casing for this is absolutely beautiful. It's such a fabulous design. I've done lashes quite a bit here on my channel now, but we're gonna start by removing them. I take a pair of tweezers and I grab from that outer lash. So we have our lashes out, and as you can see, they're quite long. Lashes are often designed for a very large eye. So what we're gonna do is trim them down. As I've spoken about in my previous videos, lashes go from short to long. So this is my left-hand side. I'm gonna measure and trim off as much as I need from the outer edge. And then I'll trim the outer edge on this side too. I'm gonna do this off camera though, so I can be as precise as possible, as it can be very hard to cut something in front of the camera. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to take my Glam Lash Glue and I'll apply that along the edge of the lash. It's really important we allow that to become tacky before sticking that on, otherwise it's just going to wiggle around. If you're applying your lashes on yourself, you can lightly blow on them to help them dry a little bit quicker. We'll now stick that into place. I want to match it up where I want it to sit, and then I apply pressure through the middle, going to the inner and outer edges and sticking those down. Applying pressure through the lash helps stick it down in all the different areas. And that's lash one in place. We'll now apply on that second lash. And then once dry, I'll apply some mascara to blend them all in together. And that's our lashes applied. We'll next be working on our cheeks, and I have the Rose Glow palette, which is so beautiful. Look at the inside. It has a rose here and little starbursts here, starbursts all around here. It's just so beautiful. What's really amazing about this palette is the second that you open it, you are just hit with the most beautiful scent of roses, which I think is such a beautiful detail. With this palette, there is also a brush to go with it. We have the Rose Blush and the Glow Highlighter. I'm just going to take a light amount on my finger just to see how pigmented it is. And just applying to my hand, you can see it is a really beautiful pink tone. By rubbing it, we can see it diffuses really beautifully, so I'm pretty happy to go in with this. So I'm going to swirl my brush in here, give it a light tap out to remove any excess product. Nice big smile. I'm going to apply that to the apple of my cheeks. With the back side of the brush that doesn't have any color, I'm going to use that to help diffuse the color a little bit. I'm then just going to use a cloth to remove any excess product before I move on to the highlighter. Taking a light swirl of the highlighter, I'm going to apply that to the top of my cheekbone. And that is looking absolutely beautiful. It's got that beautiful pink glow, and the highlighter just makes it pop. I really love the pigment of this, and the color looks really beautiful with my skin. To finish off today's look, we have the beautiful new Dafna lipstick in the pink tone. I already have the red, which I absolutely adore. I think the color is just perfection, so I'm really excited to try this. It has a screw top and a beautiful little applicator here. I also have my precision brush, which is from Dafna as well, which has this little switch top, which has a really fine brush, which I use all the time. And the other end opens up for a thicker brush here. I'm also just going to be using some lip liner today to sketch in the shape I want, as I find that way I get the best possible results. Naturally, my lips are quite full, but I do like to overdraw the top especially, just a touch to really give me that pop. I'll then take my lipstick, apply a little bit on, and use the brush to help guide that into the perfect place. This is already looking fabulous. This is just one coat, but I'm going to go over with a second and see how that looks too. And that's our lipstick applied. It's so beautiful. It is that beautiful matte finish. It sits really easily. It doesn't feel dry or tight or tacky. I do know with the red, it stays really well, but if you eat really greasy food, the grease will remove some of the lipstick, but it still does stay in place really well. Overall, I am adoring all the Dafna Beauty items. They're really high quality. They are absolutely beautiful, and the results really speak for themselves. It is just overall a really perfect look. I'll include links to all the products I've used today in the description below, and I would just want to say a big thank you and congratulations to Dafna Beauty for releasing more fabulous items. If you'd like early access to my videos, exclusive content, and to help support me here on YouTube, I do have my Glamour community on Patreon. I'd like to thank all my patrons, but especially my VIP Glamour patrons and my Burlesque student Patreons. If you want to learn the art of the tease and more about burlesque, I have a whole bunch of classes now up on Patreon as well, a part of my new Burlesque Glamour student tier. If you'd like to follow my daily pinup adventures, I post super regularly to Instagram and TikTok. I'll pop a little link here as well as at the end of the video. And to never miss out on my vintage fun, be sure to hit the subscribe button below, and I'll be seeing you all real soon.